pop off with that shock rifle in their hands. And throughout this series, all 8 of these guys are known for how deadly they are with the snipe. It's going to be whoever can get control of that and whoever can put it to work that will give their team the advantage they need.
Here we go. Make some noise. Game number 1, OpTic Gaming taking on FaZe Clan, starting things off with Formal on your screen, heading towards Turbine with this duo. Lucid on board actually right now, with Formal still trying to get eyes on that camouflage. I believe the members of FaZe will pick that up. No, excuse me, it's still on the map. Formal taking a lot of damage though, and manages to stay alive.
Formal playing his life so well, so known for that, right? His communication, the way he plays his life, the way he lets the game come to him. Already you're seeing that take place. No damage done too far so far throughout this game 1, but already OpTic Gaming seem to be advancing on the map a little bit better than FaZe.
Yeah, the start of this game tag is going to be a lot of back and forth, trying to get control of the power weapons, trying to get control of the map ultimately before you can get that set up with the oddball. Hopping on board here with Boo as his teammate Snipe Down gets the ball, trying to rotate it over towards that long haul that's bound. So a good little start here for FaZe as they're able to kind of get control of that long haul and get the ball early.
Point out the selflessness from Snipe Down to get that ball to a location where his team's able to rack up only 6 points before OpTic Gaming get the slays they need. All 4 dead for FaZe Clan. OpTic get the slays. Now let's see what they do with their first opportunity at a setup.
Yeah, what cost right there. FaZe trying to kind of get a little bit scrappy there with that ball time, and it cost them as 4 members fall. Formal now taking heavy damage on that bat ledge. Manages to stay alive, throwing some grenades for some security there. Now moving on over towards this Turbine to work with Lucid.
Let's see how they decide to play the ball. In the pipes location, multiple members of FaZe Clan stuck. Back Turbine, that's not where they want to be, and already having tons of pressure onto them is going to be a very difficult spot for them to be in, but unfortunately it looks like we have some technical issues as APG still on screen for now. Trying to play his life into pipes, and that he just does, and he gets a shield back. 3 go down for FaZe Clan. Last guy alive. APG makes light work abound, and that's going to reward OpTic Gaming with some more significant ball time here.
Big kill for APG as 3 members fall for FaZe, and what a start for OpTic Gaming. 40-6. APG controlling the pipes here, controlling the bat ledge, a very vital point on this map. You want to control this pipes, obviously, especially when your team have that ball towards that long haul and glass area.
This is going to be Trippy's point of view. He's able to pick up the first kill. And look how well OpTic Gaming FaZe is keeping control of this pipes area. It's such a dominant location. And as we switch points of view to Snipe Down now with the camo on screen, he's going to have to make a play with this camouflage to bring his team back in. It takes down APG. That's a great start for Rona.
Camouflage in the hands of a player that's very scary. That's Snipe Down trying to rally the troops now, as you don't want to fall too far behind. It's only up to 100 points, and there's only that 5-minute marker as Snipe Down finally does go down with that camouflage. Able to do some good damage though and get some good information for his team.
We'll see what Trippy can do here. 3 down for FaZe Clan once again, and OpTic Gaming really taking advantage of the slays so far. FaZe now up over 25 points, and when they bring that ball into blue, you already know they're going to rack up some more significant time. A beautiful shot from Lucid, and this is exactly what you want to see as a Greenwall fan. Lucid posted up with that shock rifle. Now let him go to work.
Yeah, Lucid is the last player I want to see with the shock rifle in his hands if I'm on the other team. This man does not miss and really makes you pay for letting him get the power weapons. Nice shot there on Falcator, trying to get the cleanup on control, but Fal able to stay alive. A lot of things have been said about Falcator this event. He's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. A pillar of stability, a pillar of constant performance out of Falcated. Looking at the scoreboard, already 7 kills on the board for him, but other teammates kind of lacking a little bit compared to those kills over on the OpTic side.
Yeah, those slays are immediately transitioning into oddball points. You're seeing it 71-26 so far, FaZe. And look at the multiple members of FaZe stuck in the bottom of the pit. That's a ton of damage from Lucid before he goes down. He's got 10, APG has 10, and with that they have a significant lead here, but Bound trying to make a difference here. Gets the ball up to pipes. We really want to see FaZe Clan get a nice setup to be able to claw back into this one.
Yeah, they're going to need to get their slays if they want to get time on the board. Typically, those two go hand in hand, and we're seeing FaZe have some trouble getting kills on the board. Boo only 1 kill so far in this first round of the oddball game. Of course, it is a long series, so I expect Boo to have a solid performance at the end of the day.
He's really that player to watch for me. Although he started slow, if Boo can find his rhythm in this series, he will be the difference maker for FaZe. So often, when Boo hits his stride, he is the player to watch, the MVP for this FaZe roster, but not having the impact he needs yet, but he picks up 2 kills before going down, and that could be just what he needed to heat up.
71 to 50, so nice little rally here by FaZe the last minute or two, able to really close that gap in the score and make this a much closer game, much more uncomfortable for the OpTic Gaming folks. As I say that though, Lucid gets some good shots down, Formal with a kill of his own, but Falcated with a double as well. So a couple players from east side going down, ball in the hands of OpTic Gaming as they only need 20 more seconds to win this round.
Yeah, it's going to be one last push from FaZe, and if they're not able to take down this ball carrier or forced to play at the very least, OpTic Gaming will take round 1. APG, or Lucid, I'm sorry, doing what he can, and that's a ton of damage from Lucid to try and deny the push from FaZe Clan. What can the rest of OpTic Gaming do now in order to subside the push? It looks like APG and Trippy have found kills, and with that, you're going to see them only needing 5 more points here shortly to take round 1.
This should be all she wrote as 2 seconds left to go, and round number 1 going to OpTic Gaming, picking up right where they left off from that FaZe Invitational and really making a statement out here in game number 1.
Phenomenal start for the Greenwall. FaZe had an opportunity there in the middle of that first round, though, to come back. We'll see what they can do with a little bit of momentum that they may have built in the middle of that round, but OpTic Gaming starting strong, finishing strong so far here in Oddball.
Once again, we're seeing both teams just fight for control, trying to get that camouflage. Finally gets punched in. Sword still on spawn. I believe shock rifle is as well. So initially on this game type, on this map, you see that battle for control and neither team able to get that ball, but camouflage does go down. Falcated able to take down Trippy there. Lucid does the trade on Falcated. So a couple kills going back and forth as finally we see Snipetown pick up that oddball.
All right, here we go. FaZe off to a much better start to round 2 than they did round 1. What can that mean for the FaZe Clan here in game 1? It's just 7 points with the ball and pipes and a couple of slays go their way. This is a major opportunity for them to get back into this one. You win this round, you push it to a round 3, and you could still take the lead here in this series. Unfortunately,
double kill there for Bound, putting that commando to use now, hopping on board with Trippy, putting shots down on Falcated. He takes him down now. On your screen is Formal Matt Piper, the newest addition to this OpTic Gaming roster, and he has been a blessing for this team, really helping them take that next step. There's big shoes to fill if you're replacing Pistola on a team. And if there's anyone that could do it, it's Formal, and he's shown us that so far.
Yeah, I said it earlier on the analyst desk. It's not often that you replace Pistola and get positive remarks, but Formal is one of those few entities in the world that you can replace a player with and know that he's going to bring good things to your team. But however, we can talk about Formal all we want, but FaZe Clan right back in this game, up 49-0 here in round 2, so a much different FaZe Clan in the second round, and they have seemed to find what they need as far as the objective is concerned. They're starting to slay a little bit better, and with that, we could see one hell of a series.
Falcated with the no-scope on Formal as Snipetown able to punch in that camouflage, like you said, Clutch. A magnificent start for this FaZe team right now, 60-0. They couldn't have asked for a better start in this round 2.
You want Snipetown to stay alive with that camo right there, but he was being hunted by 2 members of OpTic Gaming. They make slight work of him, and that camo gets neutralized. But a good job by FaZe Clan to remove a win condition from OpTic Gaming's hands to get back into this. You need camo to make up this 60-point difference. FaZe denies that, but just like that, 4 down for FaZe Clan. OpTic Gaming will now have shock rifle in Formal's hands, and the ball set up in blue. This is a very dangerous situation they need to get out of quickly.
Yeah, if there was ever a time to weather the storm and get 4 down, it was right there. OpTic Gaming coming up clutch before the game got way too out of hand as it's already 60-8. No points on the board. No points going down right now for Formal. Taking down Falcated with the no-scope. That shock rifle is so dangerous in the hands of Formal.
4 dead again for FaZe Clan, and it's a matter of how long will it take FaZe Clan to break this OpTic Gaming setup, because they built themselves such a comfortable lead, but that lead, it's starting to dwindle. FaZe Formal starting to heat up.
Formal putting on a show, going for the no-scope once again on Bound. Will he be able to stay alive here? No, he does go down. Snipetown and Bound get a couple kills respectively, so 2 members fall for OpTic Gaming. You see Bound,
let's go.
Bye-bye. That repulsor off the map, Trippy goes down. That's 3 members for a second for OpTic Gaming. This is a good opportunity to FaZe to get some control on the map and start rebuilding and reestablishing that lead.
Step 1, kill Formal. Step 2, kill the rest of the OpTic Gaming team. They were able to successfully put that plan into transition. Look at that, the setup is broken. They're starting to calculate some time of their own.
Ball in the hands of FaZe, 73 points and counting. Snipe down now with the shock rifle, gets nuked by Formal because he knows where that shock rifle is down. He made sure Snipe down couldn't do too much with it. But as I say that, Clutch, the score is getting away from OpTic in this round number 2. Falcated goes down. Lucid now on this bat ledge, trying to weather the storm, trying to get that ball. Nice grapple to get that ball over to him. Camo in the hands of Formal.
Okay, so Camo now in the hands of OpTic Gaming. We saw how quickly OpTic removed that from Snipe Down's hands the last time around. What can Formal do with this shock rifle Camo in hand? This is a very dangerous situation once again for FaZe. They need to find Formal, take him down, and they've done just that. That's the biggest kill of the match so far from Boobadooboo.
Got Lucid on your screen. Green gun in his back pocket, ball in his hands right now, moving towards the glass, trying to rotate over as he suspects the FaZe team is pushing him from turbine pipes, and he knows where they are on the map right now. He is completely holding position and holding his ground. This off-ball trying to close the deficit, and now it's only a 30-point match.
Still 30 points though, FaZe. You got a lot of room to play with. You need to take this slow, get your slays, and break this setup like so. Baum finds a big kill on the Formal. Boobadooboo unfortunately goes down. It's a 3v3. You've seen the ball start to rotate. And Lucid, he's going to drop that ball, and if he can find the kill with this combo, it would be massive. The combo not come through, but the teamwork for OpTic is strong once again. They shut down Bound, but in the meantime, kills being traded over towards the turbine, and unfortunately, they're going to favor FaZe momentarily before APG finds Snipe Down.
Oh my God, Lucid takes down Boobadooboo, Bound with a kill of his own, but OpTic has the ball right now as this game is only 10 points, differentiating both teams. OpTic with the insane comeback. The last minute has been all OpTic Gaming.
FaZe Clan have to break this setup, and they have 1 to 2 pushes to do it. They haven't been able to break it since OpTic has felt this setup so strong over into pipes. It's rotated the ball over to turbine. Kills going back and forth, and FaZe find a few of their own. That should break the setup of OpTic Gaming for now.
3 members down for OpTic. Last player alive is Lucid and Turbine. 4 dead for OpTic Gaming. Only 18 seconds left to win the round as Bound now with the camouflage in his hands. Gets 1, gets 2. No, he's not able to get the trade. APG stays alive.
Good damage though from Bound. Massive damage from Bound. He gets a kill, and basically a second, his teammates finish that up. They rotate the ball through pipes perfectly, and now 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Nobody from OpTic Gaming is there, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a round 3.
What a closeout right there by FaZe, right when it looked very gloomy and that comeback was happening for OpTic. FaZe able to clutch up and win that round, pushes to a game 3.
You want to see a game 5, you want to see a round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, these two pushing each other to the limit so far here in game 1 of this series. And already, off the break, we'll see who can secure this camo. It's a heavy push from Turbine from OpTic. You see multiple members from FaZe are taken out, and 3 go down. Camo gets activated, and just like that, OpTic have a massive opportunity to jump out to a lead here.
Yeah, phenomenal start by Trippy, able to get a double kill and secure the camo. Now grapples the shock rifle over to him. Textbook execution to start this game by Trippy.
Yeah, ball already in pipes too, so OpTic, you know how successful they've been. Trippy ripping the head off a Snipe Down is a great start to continue this setup and build yourself a significant lead. Make it a second on the Falcated. And look at Trippy, he wants more. He's spotted Boobadooboo. Boobadooboo has no idea. It's a killing spree in the first minute of round 3 for Trippy.
Trippy doing everything in his abilities right now to win this game number 1. 5-0 start. It couldn't be any better as OpTic Gaming starts this one off 25-0, and they have the setup over here, top elevator.
I love it. They're going to drop the sword and distribute the power accordingly. One player's going to have sword, one's got the shock, and already Formal putting the sword to work.
Trippy still no deaths for him and 6 kills on the board. Spots Bound and Falcated bottom elevator, able to take down 1, put damage on the other. Both members go down as 2 fall for FaZe, and this is once again looking great for OpTic.
Okay, so on the bright side of FaZe Clan, you were able to significantly stop the setup for now of OpTic Gaming. With all the damage Trippy was able to do, you would think that that would be a good sign, only having 35 points on the board, but unfortunately, APG continuing to rack up time. Snipe Down needs to find this kill. He does that, but now he's going to be under heavy fire.
Yeah, this is great for FaZe right now, able to take down 2. But as I say that, Formal with a double kill of his own. Surprise, surprise, he has a sword in his back pocket. Bound takes him down though, so sword will transfer over to the FaZe side, and ball will be in the hands of Bound as well. So great push there by Formal, but not able to do much as only 1 point still on the board.
We touched on how important Bubudubu is to this FaZe clan. He had such a big round 2. And now he needs to find his footing in round 3. Finally finds the first kill for himself. He needs to play his life bottom elevator under heavy fire, and unfortunately it's too many members of OpTic to deal with.
Yeah, FaZe is really going to need to start getting some points on the board here. The rotation from OpTic over towards that bottom control. Very successful, able to play that ball out. And good job there by Trippy. Does enough damage and also plays that ball.
40 points is not too much to come back from, especially when you have a setup in hand. We'll see how well FaZe is able to play from this situation, because they should be able to catch up a little bit with this setup now.
Falcated. Jumps top glass, spots Trippy towards the batteries, calls him out and chooses to back down off that fight. The ball has been grappled once again by Trippy, so you got to be careful if you're FaZe. These scrappy points that OpTic keeps on getting is what could be the difference maker at the end of the game.
Honestly, FaZe just had the ball in blue. Falcated ended up pushing long haul, and all of OpTic Gaming was able to push past behind Falcated. They break the setup, they get the ball off respawn, and Falcated hasn't had any impact since this has all happened.
Not the best series of events there for FaZe, as once again Lucid and the OpTic members doing a fantastic job rotating and beating the FaZe members to the spots, beating them to the power position. The 3 members make that 4 go down for FaZe. All 4 alive for OpTic. Textbook execution once again, and this is a perfect setup for OpTic.
A perfect setup, and continuing to build the lead in round 3. Now up over 50 points, make it 60 if they're able to hold on to this a little bit longer. And even more importantly, they're in a phenomenal position to play this ball into a very difficult spot for FaZe Clan to try and get anything out of it.
A couple members fall for OpTic, so good job Bound opening up the floodgates there, able to get that first kill, allowing his team to push, make that 2 for Bound, as a couple members also go down for FaZe. Trippy with the camo, able to burn it. Falcated takes him down. So 71-7, Wes. This has been all OpTic. FaZe not able to get a groove in this round 3.
FaZe just cannot find their footing. Such high highs, such low lows, and unfortunately, it's looking like one of those low lows here in round 3. What can be done to turn this one around is the big question. I'm not quite sure if they have it in them, because right now OpTic just are not letting off the gas at all. They look to be aggressive, they look to keep numbers, and Lucid starting to use the entire sandbox to his advantage.
And also keep in mind, nice double kill there for Lucid. Only 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this round, so time is working against FaZe as well, as Lucid green gun barely misses Bubudubu there, wisely choosing to back off towards the control side, get some very valuable information on the opposing team, and Bubudubu under kill feed gets a trade as Lucid is not able to take down Falcated. 3 members fall for OpTic. This is it. This is where FaZe needs to capitalize on 3 down for OpTic.
This is the moment. 4 dead for OpTic Gaming. FaZe get their choice of setup. How long can they keep the setup is the question. They have to virtually play perfect from this point on to crawl back into this one. Already 20 points on the board, but you need Slays to pair with it in order to make it more.
Bound moving this ball over towards C side, trying to drop down towards the repulsor, in a position to play the ball, and does just that. Again, only 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this round. FaZe really needs to string together some time. Nice trade there for Bound. Not much he could have done there, but play the ball and get a kill.
3 dead for OpTic Gaming. FaZe Clan need to figure out a way to get onto that ball, but look at Lucid just posting up, making sure if FaZe go for this ball, they are going to be weak enough for us to finish them out. They're going to have to move Lucid off this spot. They do just that, but, I mean, the clock's ticking. Like you said, Faisal, the clock now starts to become a factor for FaZe Clan's chances to come back in this.
Lucid has played his life right here so perfect. Even though he was the last guy alive, he was in position to watch the ball. He basically cut off an entire side of the map for FaZe, not allowing them to push so efficiently off of their spawns. And now OpTic is in a great position to win this game number 1 at 73 and counting with only 38 seconds left to go in this game.
Yeah, the ball's even over at elevator, so Lucid has a free opportunity to flank in this situation. He's going to have all of FaZe Clan set in front of him, and they have to push this ball carrier because this round is almost over.
2 members fall for FaZe. Ball in the hands of Formal, picks up that cleanup kill. And that should be it because there's not much time. Nice. Oh, I thought he stuck him there. Barely misses that stick. there's still a slight glimmer of hope for FaZe as that timer does stop going down once the ball is in your hand. So if there's any chance for FaZe to win, it's going to be right now.
Okay, so they get the kill on the Trippy. You stagger the spawns. If you're FaZe, you have to apply so much pressure on the OpTic before they can get to Bound with this ball. It's basically over if Bound goes down. It's a good job by FaZe to pick up another kill on the Formal. They continue to have numbers in their advantage, but for how long? Because OpTic just picked up 2 of their own.
3 members fall for FaZe. Bound, last one alive, forced to play the ball, not able to get a kill. Only 19 seconds left to go, and I'd imagine OpTic just plays the clock here and slays out.
Absolutely. Look at what Trippy's doing. He's applying the same method we saw Lucid earlier, right? He's going to post up on C-Plat. If you go for that ball, you will be weak, if not dead, because the shock rifle is in Trippy's hands, and he's doing work.
Oh, almost double kill right there for Trippy, able to get a lot of damage down, and there you have it. Game number 1. OpTic Gaming leads the series 1-0. A fantastic performance out of them after a shaky round 2. They dominate round 3 going into this game 2 feeling amazing.
I'd like to say, though, FaZe did have an opportunity there to where they made it a respectable round 3. What was once a 70-0 lead quickly became 70-50 and much more manageable if the clock doesn't all of a sudden become a factor, right? So although FaZe not looking the strongest there in round 3, they did give you something to feed off of going into game 2, which is vitally important because game 2 is a must-win for FaZe.